Well, hello everybody, thank you ever so much for joining me back on the channel. It's TFG March, and we are back with another episode of ContractVille. As you can see, our chap is already going ahead and laying the bricks, so he's already got on with that as soon as we loaded into the game, which is superb. Not sure why those are floating, but there we go. I'm going to give him a hand just to start with, just to kind of run you through today's episode and what we're planning. So obviously today's episode is to complete this this property. We will go all the way to the end for this one, so irrespective of kind of how long it takes, obviously there'll be some time lapses and things thrown in, and some cuts, just so that we can get things done as quickly as possible. But yeah, that's the plan for today. We do have an awful lot of cement. I do want to kind of point that out. I understand we need quite a lot for the base of the building, but I don't think we actually need any more than that. I'm not too sure why we've got so much, but there we go. That's life, I suppose. Right, okay, never mind. Let's carry on. Obviously there's some parts of the property that will be where we won't be able to put bricks because we'll need to put lintels in, but that's okay. We'll go as far as we can. And do remember, guys, of course, this is a 2-story building, so this is just the first floor that we're building at the moment. So yeah, this is going to take a little while. What I'll do is I'll throw in a time lapse here, and I will see you once we've completed the first floor. So yeah, cue the music. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the time lapse here. Obviously, as you can see, we've done basically the ground floor, aside from obviously putting in doors, windows, and plaster and paint and such. And now we're obviously on the top floor or the second floor, and we need to do all the bricks for this as well. So as you can see, this is why well, I was still absolutely perplexed as to why we need that much cement, but you know, there we go. That's what was asked for, so that's what we'll order. Obviously, any spares that we have over, we can of course use those for another project and stuff. Looks like we've leveled up as well, so that's quite good. So yeah, what I'll do, guys, is I'll probably instead of time-lapsing again, actually no, I'll put in another time-lapse. So yeah, we'll speed it up, put in another time-lapse, and when I come back, then hopefully we'll have completed the whole of this, at least the outside of the building. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Right, that is all that done. We just need to clad the exterior walls, place the stairs, doors, windows, etc, etc. So what I'm going to do is get those organised and popped onto the tray, just so that our guy can kind of just get started with those, really. So I want a half window, one staircase, I want 8 doors. Again, it doesn't really matter to me what kind of, you know, how they look or anything like that. I'm not going to be living here, so it's not, yeah, it's not really anything I care too much about, really. 5 windows, and that should be it. Now that comes to 30,000. We don't quite have 30,000. However, what we can do is do that and take out a loan and just get that done. And then with the money that we get from the property, we can probably pay that off. Right, I need to clad the exterior walls, so I do need to buy some cladding. So let's get that sorted. Cladding. Where is the cladding? Here we are. Exterior cladding. Let's go with the red brick. Why not? How many do we need of those? We need 10. So let's get another 9. Let's do that. There we go. So that should be 10. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just start again. Let's just do that. That's easier. So let's get 10 of those. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that is the ground floor cladded. Now you may be wondering how I did manage to do some of it, but you can't really do all of it. So you may be wondering how we're going to be able to get up to the second floor, obviously from the outside. So there is a option to get a piece of scaffolding, which looks like this. So we can grab this, buy all, send it to Jason. Yes. And then here, somewhere, there it is, ah no, those are the stairs. Right, well let's put those in then. There we are, done. And in terms of the actual scaffolding, here it is. So that goes here. Now you can keep this, you can take this with you. Well, you can keep all this stuff and take it with you, actually. So, yeah, that's what we'll be doing, and that will become very useful when it comes time to install property, or, you know, build properties that are more than one floor, such as now. Some properties are obviously 3 floors, so yeah, you'll need 2 lots of scaffolding for that. So, yeah, that's worth bearing in mind. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll get the rest of this cladding on, and then we'll look to decorate the inside of the property. Okay, so that is all of the cladding done. To be honest, guys, we have now been recording for almost an hour. I know the video won't be that long once it's been edited down and so on and so forth, but yeah, we have been recording for an hour, and there are still obviously all of these rooms to kind of complete and plaster and paint, etc, etc. So yeah, this is going to take quite a while. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. In the next episode we definitely will finish the property. God, I really need to work on my window layout. And we will look to install a roof for the first time. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind for next time. But until then, I want to thank you ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to like and subscribe, and ring that notification bell just so you never miss an episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you ever so much. Take care. Bye bye.